If you want to try your hand at investing in the stock market, you can get a free share worth up to £200 by signing up to FreeTrade by using the link in the video description. Have you ever discovered something and wished you'd discovered it sooner? Or have you ever formed a good habit and wished you'd started doing it a lot earlier? For me, investing is one of those things, and here's why. What is going on YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're talking about a number of reasons as to why I wish I started investing at an earlier age, and how you can access the markets in as little as 5 minutes for as little as £2. Growing up, I didn't have anyone around me that was investing in the financial markets, and so naturally it was a world that I didn't really know much about. Even when I did internships and eventually joined Goldman Sachs, I still felt like I didn't know as much as I maybe should. After all, it felt awkward to quiz people about how to invest, especially when you're meant to be the finance guy. I had a general idea of what the stock market was and all of that good stuff, but I thought investing was some long, arduous process that would take a lot of time and effort. As a result, I kept putting it off. And then I told myself, you know what, when I start earning a salary, when I enter the world of work, I'll start investing in the financial markets, putting some money into bonds and real estate, so on and so forth. And then I entered the world of banking and finance, and I realized that there were so many restrictions. When you work for an investment bank, the world of investing is heavily regulated and it's super restricted to you as an individual. And if a particular investment isn't restricted, then it typically requires sign off from 1,000 different people, and that can kind of take the fun out of it, and it can get a bit long-winded. Long story short, if you have an idea or a company you want to invest in, you need to enter it into the compliance system, you need to get sign off, they need to approve it, your manager needs to sign it, blah 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 blah. It's just long. And me at the time, I was like, do I want to cause all this trouble and commotion? I'm new here, I don't want to take this position for granted. And so naturally I thought, you know what, forget it, I'll just put it on hold for now. And then, you know, you keep putting it off and time goes by and it ends up on the back burner and you forget about it. In addition to this, I thought if you wanted to buy a piece of equity in a company, you need to go online, whether it's Fidelity or Hargreaves Lansdown, give all your details, sign up, get approved, and then buy the company, and then face a huge transaction fee, FX fees, all of this stuff. And it just felt so long and, once again, arduous. However, this all changed when one day I was on Instagram and I'm swiping, and then I see a company called FreeTrade. So I thought, let me check them out. They looked interesting and promised commission-free investing and easy access to the financial markets. So I go ahead and download the app, and I'm not even gonna lie, within 5 minutes I was able to buy and invest in stocks such as Tesla, Netflix, PayPal, Google, and a few others. Some company share prices can be a little pricey. For example, one share of Netflix costs over $500. And so the good thing about FreeTrade is that you can buy fractional shares. What is a fractional share, I hear you ask? A fractional share is basically a fraction of a share. So if I wanted to invest in Netflix, whose share price is over $500 or £400, and I only had £2 in my wallet, I can do that through FreeTrade. As a result, I'd own £2 worth of Netflix shares, as opposed to having to buy and own one full share, which would cost £400 or so. Here's why I specifically like FreeTrade. It's easy to set up, it's quick and easy, there's no hassle. When I have a question, I can message the team in the app and they usually get back to me quite quickly. Zero commissions on trades mean I can buy and sell shares without having to worry about an extra cost. Fractional shares allow me to buy companies that are typically quite expensive, and last but not least, they give away free shares worth up to £200. Free shares worth up to £200. So for everyone that signs up to FreeTrade using the link in the video description, both you and I will get a free share worth up to £200 from FreeTrade. And it goes without saying, it's important to understand that with investing, your capital is at risk. If you're a student or a graduate, I would definitely recommend you to open an account, whack in 10, 20, 50, £100, whatever you're comfortable with, and just start playing around. Start investing small amounts into the markets, just so you can learn a bit more compared to just reading books about the markets or, you know, using demo accounts. Here's why. You'll learn more by actually investing in the markets compared to reading 10 different books on the subject of investing. As humans, theory is good, but we learn more from experience. You will likely learn a thing or two by putting your money, putting skin in the game, and investing into the markets. You'll do research before you invest, you'll think twice about jumping on a hype, and you'll naturally care more about how your investments are performing, as opposed to, you know, using a demo account with fake money. Now, I'm not saying go and put, you know, all your savings into an account and start trading that. I'm saying put money that you wouldn't mind losing. Put small amounts of money, just play around so you can learn and find out a bit more and get comfortable with investing in the financial markets. You don't need to be some economics graduate or someone in the world of banking and finance to use an app like FreeTrade. You can literally be a student who hasn't even gone to university yet and put some money in and just experiment about companies that you enjoy. Let's say you put £20 into your FreeTrade account and start investing. You can talk about this on your CV, you can talk about this on your cover letter, you can bring this up in interviews. If you're applying to sales and trading roles, if you're applying to asset management roles, banking, whatever it is, in the world of banking and finance, it gives you something to talk about. It sounds better than saying, yes, I use a demo account with fake money. You can say, I actually invest in the financial markets. And then it allows you to go on and pitch yourself, like, why did you choose this stock as opposed to this stock? How did it perform? It performed well, it exceeded expectations, it got me an X% return. Or you could be like, it didn't perform too well, and here's why. Here's what I learned from investing in this stock. These are the lessons learned, so on and so forth. It shows initiative and it stands out. You'll probably be asked why you made a particular investment, and so it always helps to have some sort of thesis or prediction or research explaining why you went for a particular stock or company. I wish I started investing earlier. Even £50 a month, which is £600 a year, in the grand scheme of things isn't a lot compared to, you know, the rest of your salary. If you can afford it, £600 isn't enough to make you rich, but at the same time, it's not enough to make you go broke and poor. See, any money invested in the financial markets, whether it's a loss or a profit, is an investment in your financial knowledge. If you're thinking about investing but you aren't sure about an investment strategy or how to go about investing in the different companies or which companies to choose, personally, I would just say to you, look, think about the brands and the companies that you personally use. Those could make good investment ideas for you. If you're a user of a company, clearly it makes sense to be invested in that company. You want that company to do well, and so why not put some money to back that company? Experiment, invest a little, see what happens. It needs to be money that you don't mind losing, because yes, there's always risk when you're investing. It's useful to just play around and see what works for you. I used to think you need to invest in order to get rich quick, but the truth is investing is a very long-term game. Investing won't make you rich instantly, and the only get rich quick scheme is getting lucky. It's more a better use of money that you don't care to lose, but you're open to the potential upside that an investment might bring. And to this point, if I buy a company, I'm likely holding on to it for a long period of time. I'm not going to buy a company and sell it a week later, because there's not going to be much movement in the stock price, and it's just, I don't know, it seems a bit sporadic and not my style of investing personally. And so when I look at the companies that I bought recently and I compare the price to 5-10 years ago and see how far they've come or how much they've grown, I just kick myself and I wish I invested earlier. But then again, hindsight is a wonderful thing. If you enjoyed this video, do give it a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments what stocks you're looking to buy in 2021. And if you want a free share worth up to £200, hit the link in the video description, so that way we both get a share worth up to £200 for free from FreeTrade. Thank you for staying to the end, and I will see you in the next video. Peace.